Hey everybody, it's Ann Patchett at Parnassus Books with Sparky Van Devender and Lindsay and Barnabas. They've been in the back room all morning playing. Sparky could care less, and Barnabas cares a lot. Sparky got his summer cut, which means he has now officially lost the Who's Bigger competition. Any edge he had was in fact fluff. I'm sorry, I still love you very much. Okay. Summer, right? This is the book I'm excited about this morning. It's called Ghost Forest, and it is by Pik-Shuen Fung, and it's about grief, but it's sort of light as a feather, and it has to do with how it's arranged on the page. So it's almost like reading poetry, but it's a novel. And I love it when an author makes smart use of white space. And the words are beautiful, the writing is gorgeous, but just the way the book is laid out feels extremely refreshing. The book that I am buying for myself today is the Lonely Planet's USA's 50 Best Road Trips, because, you know, a gal can dream, and maybe it's time to get out there on the road. I also want to tell you about two books I've already told you about, but yesterday morning I got a call from my cousin Nancy Van Devender, and she called because she said, what was that book that you love so much that you said you would only let yourself read 10 pages a night because it made you feel so much better? I missed a word there, so much better. It was The Book of Delights by Ross Gay. So we had a very nice talk about that. She said, is it appropriate for me to get for a friend who's sick? I said, yes, it will make everyone feel better. And actually, it's a nice pairing with Ghost Forest. Again, just few words on a page, beautiful, makes you stop and think. And then cousin Nancy said to me, tell me a novel that I should read that will take all my troubles away and engulf me. And I said, I know I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again, Sorrow and Bliss, Meg Mason. So that's what I've got for you today. And now Lindsay's going to be picking up the slack for herself, Barnabas, and Elise. Thanks.
Hi, y'all. So Elise is out this morning, so I will be covering our events. Before I get to that, there is one new release today that I would like to highlight. Seek You by Kristen Radke. I watched her read from this a couple years ago when she was in the early stages of developing this book, and when I say that she made an entire auditorium of people cry in the best way, this is a perfect graphic novel for this moment right now. It's about loneliness, it's about connection. If you haven't picked up a graphic novel before, this would be a great one to start with. And now to get into our events. Well, I make my dog try to sit down still. Like I said, Elise is out. I'm going to be shameless about following her notes, so bear with me. I'm not an events director. Tuesday, July 13th, that's today, at 6 p.m., we have an event with everyone's favorite, Jasmine Guillory. Her newest, While We Were Dating, is out today. It's a fun romance with an A-list movie star and the man directing her ad campaign. Jasmine will be in conversation with Heather Cox and Jessica Morgan. It's a Facebook Live event tonight, 6 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Thank you. Wednesday, July 14th, that's tomorrow, at 5 p.m. We've got Matt Haig with The Comfort Book. This is a nonfiction, lovely little book. He'll be in conversation with Jenny Lawson. You might recognize Matt Haig. He is the author of the incredibly popular Midnight Library. We haven't been able to keep this book on the shelves, so this should be a great event. It is also Facebook Live. And Thursday, July 15th, 6 p.m., we have Helen Ellis, Bring Your Baggage and Don't Pack Light. This is also a Facebook Live event. She'll be in conversation with Megan Abbott. And with that, thanks for bearing with me while I pretend to be Elise. We got Rae Ann.
Hi, everybody. We have a brand new picture book today by country music star Jimmy Allen, illustrated by Kathy Ann Johnson. My Voice is a Trumpet. This is a book about using your voice to make a difference, whether you're tall as a tree or small as a bee. We'll have signed copies of this book. I hope you'll come pick it up. Also today, Listen by Gabby Snyder, illustrated by Stephanie Gregan. This is a book about listening past the noise in our life, something we can all take. And in middle grade today, by Eve L. Ewing, illustrated by Christine Almeida, Maya and the Robot. I love this cover. This is a book about a girl who's really not having a great start to her school year until she finds a robot in the closet and uses her science skills to bring it to life. Sounds amazing. Now, maybe you've heard me talk about our Spark Book Club. It's the first edition club for middle grade readers. If you don't know about it, go to our website and click on First Editions and go down to the Spark Book Club. If you have 8 to 12-year-old readers in your life and they like books like How to Save a Queendom, it's a fantasy about a kid who has a chicken in her pocket and a magic mage going across the queendom to try to save the world. The Adventure Is Now by Jess Redmond, about a kid who loves video games and he gets stuck on his scientist uncle's island for the summer with no electricity. Hollow Chest by Britta Sandstrom. This is about a boy post-World War II London whose brother comes home from the service and only the boy sees wolves following him around. Or Kiki Kalira Breaks a Kingdom by Sanju Mandana, about a girl who writes and draws in her journal when she's anxious, and the figures come to life, and she must go to the new world and save the kingdom. If this sounds good to you, you might want to subscribe for the young reader in your life or for your family read-alouds. Thanks so much for listening, and thanks for shopping at Parnassus.